the last 2 points I kind of wanted to hit on from Raw. You know how I feel about Apollo Crews being on the main roster.
Got crickets.
No build up on the way to Raw.
Well, they don't. They just show his highlight video before he comes out.
Yeah, like they didn't do vignettes, nothing.
And they still don't say anything about him other than the fact he's athletic.
Yeah, that is all they talk about. Speed and power and whatever. There was some other 2-word description Michael Cole used, and it's not enough. So they always talk about, and your boy Vince Russo talks about it all the time too, how like wrestling isn't enough. Mm-hmm. It's fine if you're a great wrestler, but there has to be something more. They've only allowed Apollo Crews to be a wrestler. There's nothing else. There's no character there. There's nothing to sink your teeth into. He's just a guy he's fun to watch, but there's no investment in him.
Yeah, he has an aura about him. He has charisma in the ring. He's exciting, but what is he?
He's just a guy who goes out and smiles. Yeah. That's really all there is. And I don't know if NXT failed him. I don't know if they just thought, well, this guy's already so polished in the ring, we'll just send him up. Another
thing is, I think he's a Vince look guy.
He is.
So I think Vince is like, okay, I can do something with him. He's one of the guys. He's a big. I'm not sure how tall he is, but he's a built guy. Vince likes those big body with the guys.
I mean, I don't know if he's even 5'10".
Yeah, he doesn't look very tall at all.
But his body is, and his physique. I mean, the guy's huge. Yeah. There's not many guys built like he is. Yeah. So you're right. He's got a Vince look, but they didn't give him any. They haven't done him any favors so far. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, the crowd. The first week was into him. Yeah. Because of who that crowd is.
Yeah, and the fact that he had a call up. Anybody got a call up, gonna get a pop. Mm-hmm. First week, SmackDown, they throw the added in audio, which I hate.
Yeah, me too.
And last night he got crickets.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. So the last point. Our favorite Baron Corbin. I think I said last week, I like how he looks better on the main roster than I did at NXT. I think that's a testament to how different the 2 shows are. But I think he's going to fit in on the main roster. I think we'll like him more on the main roster than we did on NXT. I liked the vignette they did with him last night.
Yeah. What did he get?
A vignette.
Exactly. There you go. But the thing, like, he's another Vince type guy. He's a tall guy. He's not built as Apollo Crews or built in general, but he's a big guy. I don't think Vince will mess him up because he's a big guy. The bigger guys, there's not many bigger guys that have been coming from NXT over the years, but I don't think he'll mess up Baron Corbin.
No, and the other size. Another thing I think he has going for him is, as a heel, he's very vocal with the crowd, which I think will play to the bigger crowds you'll get on WWE shows. I think he's going to legitimately get a lot of heat from crowds that a lot of guys may not. There's a lot of heels that they almost try to get pops, whereas he's going to try to make you hate him, which I think is going to make him a good addition to the main roster. So he did get a vignette. Did you like the vignette they did for him?
Yeah, explain who he was.
Exactly, which they have not done with Apollo Crews. Yeah. Unfortunately.
They have his height listed, Apollo Crews, at 6'1".
6'1", really?
6'1". I just checked a picture of him next to Triple H, who's listed at 6'4". That looks to be about right.
Okay.
Yeah, they have him listed as 240. He's a big dude.
Interesting. I don't know why he looks so short to me.
Yeah,
he's got the look.
Because he looks maybe me and Ron's height.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it's tough to...
Because I'm like around 5'10".
Me too.
Ryan Archidiakono is 6'3".
Shout out to our local Villanova Wildcats. National champions. JBL said he picked him in November.
Deli's loving it. Ronnie Deli out there.
Oh, yeah, he did. Ronnie Deli did love it. Mainline.
Maybe one day we'll say the Eagles won a Super Bowl.
Ronnie Mainline, yeah. JBL will pick that. He even said, I don't know if you noticed, he said he picked a perfect bracket, which I thought was funny. I'm actually starting to come around on JBL a little bit recently.
JBL was hot when he first came on. After that,
I don't know. There's just like little things he does here and there that just crack me up. Like I said, when he's like overly serious. I think Dean Ambrose said something to Brock Lesnar, and he said nobody talks like that. Like just so upset. I love that JBL. So that was Raw. I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't fall asleep.
So. We gave a star rating to WrestleMania and NXT TakeOver Dallas last week. If you had to give a star rating for Raw last night, what would you give it?
I'll give it 4. Caught my attention.
Yeah, me too. I'd give it a 4 as well. I thought it was really good. There was a Raw that you said would be the best Raw of the year. It was the Raw before they came here, so I guess the middle of March. I don't remember where they were. They might have been in Pittsburgh. You said that would probably be the Raw of the year. Do you think this Raw competed with?
Oh yeah.
Do you think that was the Raw of the year so far?
This one, possibly, yeah, because they've got the last 2-week Raws. They've been great, in my opinion. They kept you excited, and the thing I liked about this Raw was they made you want to watch. Like the number one contender tournament. Tournaments are always intriguing because like they're not always clear who's going to win, but you want to see who's going to win and who's in and who's facing who in the matchups.
Right.
You put in AJ Styles with Sami Zayn. You have number one contender matches, title matches. That's stuff people want to see because titles can change hands on TV. If it's not the world title, they usually change. They can't change hands on TV, and then you see two of the indie darlings going at it. Come on.
So real quick, yes or no? Is this the most encouraged you've been by the WWE product in a while?
Yeah.
Same here. I'd give it a 4-star. I don't know if I said this already. I might have. I'd give it a 4-star rating as well. I thought it was a great show. Great matches. The promos there was nothing more than what you needed from the promos. It wasn't overly talking. You kind of just got what you needed from everybody, what needed to be said, and got out of there and got back to action. My only complaint, like I said, was there was no Sasha Banks. There was no secondary women's story. But I guess it can't happen every week. And if they're building SmackDown as you're supposed to watch that and Raw every week, I guess there's something you leave for SmackDown as well.
It'll be a main event.
You're right. the biggest proponent of main event.